Welcome back, my dark means do the WTF news. Yes, that's right, we're back. It's been a long while since the last WTF news. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm not joking. Also welcome back to the Dark Realm, ruled by me, now 51. And well, why do I keep saying Nightwolf? You got my freaking name on the bottom there. My gosh. Sorry, I had to make sure my mic was still in. Alright, so yeah, it's been a while since we did WTF news. Yes, and this is the second video of today because I wanted to make sure the rest of the week is filled with games. So yeah, we got WTF news, and you saw the title of the video. We're gonna be talking about those two games. We're gonna be talking about Overwatch and its massive fall, and we're gonna be talking about Baldur's Gate and its massive rise. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, yes, then you've been living on the rock. But yeah, I was trying to avoid the Overwatch thing because it was like so much. We already knew this, but you know what? After this moment with Baldur's Gate up and running, and that they're basically night and day, coined by talked about by Yang Ye. Which I got my sources from, so I would leave it down in the description down below of the videos that I watched about those two. So yeah, I will leave them down below. And yeah, it's pretty amazing how basically one game rose and one game is falling. Because for a lot of reasons, but yeah, that's basically about gonna be what we talk about. So yeah, all I know is we're gonna start off with Overwatch, and then we're gonna be starting off with Overwatch 2, I guess, and then we're gonna head for Baldur's Gate. And like I said, it's gonna be from Yongye. I will leave the description down below, and let's get started. All right, if you don't know what's currently happened, Overwatch, or in other words, Overwatch 2.0, which is basically what everyone's talking about now, because it's basically 2. It's basically just an update for Overwatch 1, and oh my gosh, have they literally dropped the ball on this game. I don't know why they made a second one. What am I telling you? I know why. They want money. That's the only reason why. But yeah, they try to make a sequel, and try to make a sequel. They promised single player missions. They promised a lot of things. They promised a whole bunch that this game was gonna be justifiable. Why it has a 2, but they dropped the ball so much that people have already stopped defending it, and no one wants to play this anymore besides the loyalists, the real loyalists, or people who actually want to go into this game and have fun. Unfortunately, this game doesn't do anything to innovate it. They only put like graphics enhancements, and that's basically about it. I guess some new music or something, but in reality, you could just patch this into the first one, which the first one no longer exists. You can't even play that anymore. They canceled that one, so now you only have to play Overwatch. Not to mention, they did so much idiotic things to do this, to make you play Overwatch 2. Like, for example, you had to have a phone plan to play this, which made everyone feel like they're poor beyond belief. I mean, seriously, what the heck? Too poor to play Overwatch. Not to mention they took the loot boxes out, which is great, but the catch was that you have to earn everything through battle passes, which means you have to purchase the battle pass in order to play the game, in order to lock other characters. Makes no sense. I mean, I appreciate no loot boxes, but oh my gosh, the new modeling is so bad that people want loot boxes back, and which is ironic how that's happening, because Overwatch was the one that basically was the reason why loot boxes exist in the first place. I mean, seriously. I mean, literally, it's the reason why the loot boxes exist with its popularity. Yeah, I mean, seriously, it's the reason. And now, ironically, now it's going to be falling because people have gotten sick of loot boxes and now gone sick of all the schemes in this game. I mean, literally, how could you F this up? Not to mention, so many people were justifying it. I know one who was trying to justify it, basically saying, oh, it's going to get better, it's going to get better. Look, I'm going to say this now. I don't care who says it's going to get better, unless the game is better at the beginning, unless the game is actually playable, or actually has some stuff in the beginning. I don't care about your arguments that it's going to get better. I'm playing it now. I don't have time to play games. I'm a person that likes playing multiple games. I'm not a dedicated person that plays one game. Once I finish the game, I move on. Why? Because if I play it again, I already know what to do, and I already know how to beat the game, and I already know what to do, and I already know what the things to do in order to win the game. That's why I move on and then come back to it later on, so that way I can say, okay, do I still got it, or do I need to do some other things? It makes it more exciting for me. Plus, I just get bored playing the same thing constantly. I used to be able to play the same thing more times than I can count, but once I finish, got everything, I kind of move on and then come back to it later because I don't want to get bored of it. That's why I play video games. I have so much video games that I still have in my catalog that I haven't played that I'm going to go to when I have the chance and then play them. And then I'm going to go back to some of the old games and play them. I mean, I have so many old games that I haven't gone back in years. I'm not joking. It's been years and I still haven't played my other old games yet. It's amazing. But that makes it what's exciting. I'd like to play other games. But when a game comes out and you don't bother to go focus on the player's time, it doesn't make sense. Unless the players are dedicated only to this game, you are not going to survive. This game is not going to survive. I mean, literally, like I said, many people who are defending this or literally have stopped because they were defending it because it's going to be alright, it's going to be alright. They're in a calm manner, which I'm glad for. Some of these people are like way too out there and they just basically was saying this, what there still are, but still, none of us give a F about it. But yeah, but there's some people who are calmly saying that it's going to get better, don't worry, everyone calm down, we just need to wait on it. I appreciate your calmness, but like I said, I'm one of the people that says, dude, I want to play the game, I'm playing this game now, I don't want to waste time waiting it, I'm not going to come back in months if I'm playing another game. Heck, I wasted 2 years in the first game on Overwatch 1. I'm not joking. For 2 years of my life, I wasted it on trying to get everything in the game. Worst time of my life. And I'm never going back to that way again. I'm never going, unless the FPS game actually has a good stuff in it, I'm not going to go back to it. How grindy the first game is. If it takes you 2 years, for me, it took me 2 years to get everything in the game. And that's with the new stuff that they brought in. 2 years, and I got everything. And when I realized how long it took me, it literally made me think of my priorities. There could be so much I could be doing during that time that I could accomplish more in other games than Overwatch 1. I'm not joking. I know I'm going on a rant here, but seriously, I could have played any other game and I would have gotten half of the stuff in there in less time. Heck, I played Warframe and I got almost everything in a matter of a year. Wait, in a matter of, what was it? Yeah, in a year. Compared to basically Overwatch. And then some. Let's see, yeah. But I did have a break a bit, but even still. In a year, I got more stuff and I was having fun in that game. Compared to Overwatch, where basically it makes you have to do that's only players against players and you're basically losing your mind. Trust me, I do not recommend you playing a game like this for 2 years. I'd rather not. I'm not going back to that unless it's either with friends or unless the game's really good. But either way, I digress. Now let's get back to the topic at hand. I'm sorry that was a little ranter there. But yeah, there's people defending this so much that they were justifying it, that some of them were saying, dude, there's going to be campaign missions, they're finally going to put campaign missions, which is actually pretty good. Heck, I bought the game because I thought there was going to be campaign missions. I completely forgot about the game Overwatch when I first got it. Like, when I first got it, I thought, oh, this is going to be good. Maybe there's going to be campaign missions. No, there wasn't, and there was only player versus players, so yeah, that's where the 2 years came from. But yeah, but with this, maybe I could have came back, maybe I would have downloaded it and played it. Maybe that would have brought me back to play it for fun. No. Why? Because Blizzard, Activision, whoever was in the command right now, basically decided, we're gonna scrap it all, and then we're just gonna go focus on the PvP area and just scrap everything, which made everyone say, "What the heck? Are you serious?" And basically made slapped their defenders in the faces, who were literally defending them back like so much, and in the end they stopped defending it because, dude, we were doing you a solid, but then there's no point anymore. I mean, seriously, how idiotic can you be that the fact that you would slap your own supporters in the face saying that you're going to cancel the very thing that justified the 2? At this point, it's just an update. You might as well just remove the 2 and just say Overwatch and be done with it. Seriously, just remove the 2. There's no justifiable means. They said they're going to put content. They said they're going to be bringing content. You just have to pay for it in order to play the games, which is idiotic. Really? Seriously, you got to pay more in order to play these missions? The schemes, just the schemes, the amount of, I think hypocrisy works here. I don't know, the money grubbing, the amount of money that they want from us that's unsustainable is amazing. How they think like this, but it's Activision Blizzard. What does it matter? I given up on Activision and Blizzard a long time ago. I still like the games, unless you Diablo's kind of going down here again. Dude, I'd rather play Diablo 3. I know some people saying that's not as good, but it's still better than the fourth. But let's get back on topic. But still, it's just unfortunate that Overwatch 2 has to be thrown through the mud because Activision Blizzard has no idea what to do. Their schemes, their money, their whole thing to get you to pay more money, it's amazing. And at this point, nobody wants to play this anymore, and which is why in Steam it is overly negative. And when I mean overly negative, I mean wholly. Yes, wholly. It was on Steam now. It got on Steam because they stopped putting on Battle.net because they were losing so many people that they needed to do something, and they thought that this would help. No, it didn't. In fact, it literally just showed Activision Blizzard why everyone hates it. Everyone hates it, and it was overwhelmingly overwhelmingly negative. I mean, it passed 80,000, maybe more by the time this video comes out, but oh my gosh, was it bad. Dear freaking Lord, is it bad. Literally, it's so bad. And all I can say is, this is what you ask for when you decide to slap in the face of every person who supported your game. I'm not joking. Activision Blizzard, you deserve all this negativity because you literally decided that doing this instead of doing what the fans want, doing what you wanted instead of what the fans wanted, was the best thing for you guys, and you decided to slap in everyone's face. At this point, yeah, I'm not surprised. This is literally basically the straws are finally starting to pile out, and they've basically been patchworking the camel's back so much that at this point it's getting to the point where the camel cannot survive another breaking the back anymore. I mean, seriously. You had a good thing, and what's even worse, they knew they were going to scrap the campaign things. They knew they were going to scrap it. They literally said in an interview one time that they are going to scrap the levels. They were going to scrap the levels. Now, just to let you guys know before I continue on, some of this information came from other videos from Young Air. I'm going to try to put up all of them as much as possible. Just to let you know. Alright. You can watch them in any order you want. Any order you want, but I will put them in the description. Alright? But either way, my gosh, was it bad. The decision, you decided on that, and then when you let the players know, the players let you know how idiotic it was, and look what happened. I don't think Overwatch 2 may survive any longer. I mean, it may still survive, but not as it once was. It'll survive just on life support at that point, and it'll just be a matter of time before Activision Blizzard decide, you know what, we gotta end this. I mean, literally, I mean, literally, to think that a game that came out that was basically a competitor to TF2, who this is a game that could have basically everyone wanted to play a TF2 game because TF2 was great, but in the end, T-Fortress 2, if you don't know what that is, that game just got recently updated and it has more content than Overwatch 2. I'm not joking. Look it up. Seriously. And they're doing it well, and everybody in that game actually likes playing with each other. Heck, even both teams will join together for fun. Literally. You know how rare that is? That both teams decide. There's still some, those people, but still, having both teams come together and having fun together is amazing. Compared to Overwatch, who basically just decided to slap in the faces of their fans. Alright, that's about it. I have nothing left to say on this. Like I said, I'll leave the description down below for Young Air's video. Please look him up. He has more information on this than I do. I'll put on as many of the videos I watched during that, so that way you can watch. You can watch them in any order. It doesn't matter. But yeah, it's just unfortunate this had to happen. It's the post-mortem for Overwatch 2. And I'm still sorry that I still have onions in the room. No, but the onions are still in the air, but they're starting to dissipate. But yeah. Alright, moving on from that sad story, and let's go move on to a happy story, which is Baldur's Gate 3, which is basically starting to change the landscape and reminding us what it is to play an actual game that is working, that is almost glitchless, that is complete, that has so much content, that has so much stuff in it, that literally that it reminded us of the good old days where you could play a game without having to deal with microtransactions, DLCs that are barely finished, glitches that they'll patch out later on, and so on and so forth. A game that has so much content in it, there's so much stuff you can do in that game, that it literally puts every other game that's come out since the last decade to shame. Literally, I can say a decade because literally for the decade we've only had games that barely worked. I mean, literally, Baldur's Gate 3 has literally, and I say this now that it's the opposite of Overwatch 2 because it literally is above 80,000 positivity. Yes, 80,000 positivity, and it's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. Baldur's Gate 3 has literally done basically what every single person has been begging, has been telling, has been asking of these other AAA companies to do something. And now this is not a AAA company. This is a small company, and they did a game that makes it work. Now, it was some problems with them. They have made some games in the past that wasn't that good. But this game, Baldur's Gate 3, they hit it out of the park. And my gosh, doesn't it look great? You can do whatever the freak you want in this game, almost. I mean, you literally have a bear scene. If you haven't seen the trailer, you literally have a bear scene with a bear. Also, the hypocrisy of the reviewers here, but still, let's get back on topic. The bear! Come on! Seriously! How much more do I have to say that you can do that? The only thing I can say is, can I get a harem? Let me know. I need to know if I can get a harem in this game. If there's not, they need to put that option in here. I want to have a harem of girls right there. Put a car where I can have a house, a mansion. I'll pay for it in the game, and then have a whole harem of girls in there. Come on, I want to. Please tell me there's an option in there. If there's not, there needs to be one. Dude, there's so much in the game that I heard about that you could do. I mean, you can walk around naked if you want to. That's right, I said it. You could go out, take your clothes off. I literally watched the video, and literally someone's running around with their freaking helicopter running out right now. I mean, literally, they were like walking around like like right there. I mean, seriously. I mean, holy. I mean, do you know how much that is? I mean, literally, do you know how, holy. You can walk around literally with your thing out. The girls, obviously, dude, it's tempting me to pay for this, but I'm waiting for a sale on that. I want a sale. I mean, just in this portion of the video alone, I'm talking about so much good things. I mean, literally, this game, Baldur's Gate 3, hit it out of the park, and now every studio who's basically made a baggage on people keep complaining, and they keep complaining that it's gonna set another expectation from the fans. This was the expectation that was already here. I'm going to tell you this right now, AAA companies. This expectation was always here, and we were waiting for you guys to actually do it. This isn't new. This actually was here. We were waiting for you guys to actually make a good game that actually has some content, that actually works, that actually doesn't need to be patched, and actually has so much content that you could do whatever the freak you want. Heck, you could literally be a gnome in this game and bust down a door if you succeed in a strength. I see the video of that. Literally a gnome busting down a door. Come on. Seriously. How hard is it for you guys to make a game that's actually worth a dang? But obviously we both know why. Because it doesn't make them money. Because if they actually took time making a game, then they will actually lose profits, which means they will be losing their investors, which is their true customers. In all reality, the only reason why the AAA's do not want to take time in their game is because it will actually cut into their profits. It's so obvious to see. Seriously, these AAA companies are blaming this game for actually doing a game that's good and blaming them for making people expect more from them. Which, like I said, newsflash, this expectation was always here. It's just you guys didn't bother to see it. And now that it's finally here, you are blaming them for no reason. So yeah, keep yelling at Larian Studios. Keep yelling at this studio at Baldurs and their creation of Baldurs. Keep yelling at them because it only makes us see how much corrupted you are and willing to say in order to try to blame another company for their success on a game that actually knows how to make a goddamn game. I figure for freak's sake's game. Like I said, I'm going to play this one day. I want to play this. I need to play this. Just hearing about it makes me want to play this. Heck, if I still had a job, I would have freaking damn purchased this literally when it came out. I've been here. I heard it after I heard some of the reviews. Sorry, not when it came out, but when I wanted to know exactly. And yes, I would have came a week later. I would have gotten that game. I wouldn't care how much it cost. I wanted to. I would play that game if I didn't have a job right now. If I had a job, I don't right now. Either way, that doesn't matter. Seriously, this game is literally what every game developer should be doing. Larian Studios, keep up the good work. And also, like I said, come on. If there's not harem option, you need to put that option in there. If there's not a mansion that I can pay for to get into a house, come on, let me have a mansion. Come on, let me have a house, a mansion, and let me invite girls over. Come on, let me get a harem. Come on. Like every time I go back home, there's like a whole harem in there. Come on, and let me customize them. I know how I'm gonna customize them. Come on. Now back to sorry, I'm losing myself. But you know how much I like that, and you can tell how much I like that game. That I want more. I'm just for me. I haven't even played the game, and I already want more content. Do you know how great that is? That a person that has never played has never played that kind of game, has never played Baldur's Gate, hasn't even played Baldur's Gate, they wants more content in that game. Heck, like I said, I haven't played the game, so there may be an option for the harem and for the house thing. But for me, I haven't played it, and I want more content. And I haven't even played the thing. That is great. Think about it. And also, the president of Larian wears a suit of armor when he's in a meeting. How many bosses do that? Come on! Seriously! If more game developers actually had fun and weren't focusing about money, look how many games there would be coming out that actually were good. Man, this just brings me back to the time where I'm able to play a game that works, that makes me feel so happy, makes me glad that I had to do whatever the freak I want. It feels like I'm back in the PS2 era, where I'm able to do what the freak I want in a game without anyone freaking following the rules for no reason, trying to satisfy everyone, which of course you can't. Seriously, this game is here, and it will continue the test of time. And they broke their own records as well. They expected to do 100,000. No, it went past that. It's past that thing. It's gone past the 800,000. It's even broke its record again. It's gonna continue. Like I said, this game could be the time where the game will change the face of the game industry forever. Hopefully it does. Hopefully these AAAs look at this, and hopefully they keep talking about how bad this is, because it also helps that game get around. It also helps us see how much idiocy is in the other AAA companies that just want to see others fail because they expect more, because they don't want the fans to expect more, even though it's been here for a while. But either way, yes, like I said, I have not played the game yet. and yet I want more content in this game. How much content is in there? I don't know, but I've been hearing good things, and holy hit, do I want more content in the game. And like I said, I have not played the game. It's just by word of mouth that I've been watching some. I don't want to watch any videos, but I've been hearing word of mouth how good this game is. My gosh, how much do I will literally freaking. I'm waiting for a set. Once that happens, you bet your butt that's gonna be one game I'm gonna be purchasing on. I am going to pay for that game. Like I said, if I had a job, I would pay the full price, but I don't. But either way, Larry Studios, keep doing what you're doing and keep making games, because this is the kind of stuff that I'm looking for. I've had enough of dealing with games. Do you know how many games I have not bought? That are not finished. They're barely in the games. Like I said, there's some games I wanted to buy, but they're too corrupted for my own good. But yeah, that's about it. Whew. But yeah, that's about it. Anymore, and I'm gonna start from hyperventilating. Oh man, my throat started to hurt. But yeah, hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed the fact of my rant, and I hope you enjoyed that this part of the video was filled with part of it was less than the first part, but more about Baldur's Gate. Let me know in the comments what you think about the situation at hand. Sorry, I ate food earlier today. Let me know what you think about what's currently happening with Overwatch 2. Let me know what you think about what's happening with Baldur's Gate 3. Let me know what you think about either game, and let me know do you think Blizzard should learn from Baldur's Gate, or do you think they should just stay in their own lane? Me personally, Baldur's Gate should be the teacher leading every other game industry right now. They need to be the ones to change this face, because right now, all these game companies only want one thing: money. Money. That's about it. But yeah, like I said, I'll leave the description to y'all guys' videos down below. Please let me know in the comments what you think about the situation. And right now, comment, subscribe to join my dog army. Like the video, gets me in the algorithm. Share the video, helps me even more. And also press the black bell to be notified. Or just come to my channel every once in a while, because YouTube channel likes to remove it. Alright, that's about it. Like I said, trying to keep talking like this is hard. Woo! And it's starting to get hot in my room. I mean, the fan is doing all its best, but I need to open that door and deal with the onion smell. Hopefully my family members already finished cooking. But still. Whew. But yeah, what else? Yeah, that's about it. Alright, everybody. So for right now, my dog means dismissed.